Greetings, North Korea. What a pleasure to present myself to you, and what a pleasure to be presented for you. My name is Simon Abner. I'm a 46-year-old philosopher, and I have been dwelling in the realms of North Korea for a while, along with philosophy as a whole. And I would like to present to you something called CAS and La Rosa Concilia. See, in CAS, that is standing for Cardinal Awareness Structure, we define that the meaning of life is in fact three things: gratitude, freedom, love. In fact, it is proven through the Cardinal Awareness Structure that all we do is that we seek gratitude. Therefore, it is possible to integrate a political system, or integrate into your political system, a structure that will allow you to have gratitude overwhelmingly for everything that is communism. This leads to a simple law suggestion that is added to the political structure. It is called La Rosa Concilia. La Rosa Concilia is a structure that defines for you. Greetings, gentlemen. I'm glad to see so many of you here. The Rosa Concilia is a structure that defines for you that the meaning of life gets optimized under the criteria of communism. The meaning of life is defined through the cardinal awareness structure. Cardinal awareness structure defines that all life, that's me, that is you, that is everyone in the world, and all life, even the bacteria on our hands, thinks the same way, including AI. Cardinal awareness structure states that all that we do is yearning for gratitude, that we continuously, in fact, will do most things for being grateful. When you blink with your eyes, I blink with my eyes. When I do this involuntarily, I seek to moisten my eyes with water, preventing them from drying out and thus preventing ingratitude by producing the water that keeps them moist so I'm continuously grateful. When I try to breathe, I become fulfilled, leading to gratitude in my relishment of the oxygen. When I sleep, I become grateful for my rest. When I sip my coffee, cheers, I become fulfilled and thus grateful. Now, this gratitude we take for granted, and because we have so much of it, we consider that it is a normal thing. But imagine not being able to blink for 3 minutes, breathe for 3 minutes, or drink for 3 days. The first drop of coffee or water, the first blinking or the first breath after having been underwater for 3 minutes would make you insanely grateful. And because it's like that, and because everything we do is hunting, pardon me the offensive terms, vibrations of the term, but everything we're doing is hunting perpetually. We are hunting for fulfillment. I myself am a smoker, so I am fulfilled many times a day through the utilization of cigarettes. Every time I take a cigarette, I'm on a hunt for my urn to smoke, to receive my nicotine that makes me fulfilled, that makes me grateful. This is a generation, a gratitude generator. When I eat, I'm fulfilled, thus grateful. But in order to do all those things, I have to start a hunt. Now, we're going to cross into a bit of a realm here that is a bit offensive, and I'm sorry. I hope you'll watch with me. That everything is in fact conclusion of a situation in elevation in hierarchy. Means that right now I am the conclusion of a situation, the situation me and the smoke. In elevation, I'm elevated in the hierarchy between me and the smoke. So, in the conclusion of a situation, I'm right now performing the hunt and the dominance. Now I have been fulfilled. That's the kick. Wonderful sweet nicotine. And in that I have been evil to my smoke. Conclusion of a situation in elevation in hierarchy. So the whole thing started with a yearn for a cigarette. I yearned, wanted a cigarette. So I started a hunt that rolled my cigarette. I was evil to my tobacco, and I'm evil to the cigarette that spawned from it, and I'm evil to my smoke, because I'm superior in the conclusion of a situation in the elevation in the hierarchy between me and the cigarette. And since all things are situations, now I'm evil to my coffee. The coffee is defenseless, but I'm devouring it. I might not have killed for it, but I'm reaping the fruits of the kill. So, in lieu of that, everything is gratitude that's continuously being chosen to be the dominant criteria of your operations. Any operation, any hunt you start, and that's everything we do. Multiple agendas of hunt. Everything you do is a hunt for gratitude. Everything. Think about it. You are hunting gratitude in every single one of your choices. So when we know that gratitude is now the meaning of life, and that we are free to do so for love, that is all things, then we know that gratitude is the highest denominator at all. Now, what has that got to do with North Korea? The point is that gratitude can be organized into North Korea. I'm not trying to harm you. But gratitude is the meaning of life. So with the gratefulness as a society and as a nation and as a communist regime in the north of your operations, then you would, as an organization, as a regime, as a political structure, as a society, as a group, as people, become grateful. So in that, the whole operation is that we try to say how to organize. Knowing the meaning of life is now freedom. How do we organize that? And you have a lot of laws, a huge set of laws that must be upheld, a massive amount. But the point is, if you say veto in favor of gratitude, then the laws are not changed. The laws remain. Every single one of them remains. But let's take an example. It says in the law that you have to stop for the red light. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I have to go home. My bathroom is 300 meters from there, and there's a red light. There's not a soul in sight. There's not a car left or right. And I know the law says that I can't cross the red light, but I have to take it a whiz. So I run over the red light. 100 meters down the street, I'm stopped by the police. They say, you crossed the red light. I said, yes. No one got harmed. And I need to go to the bathroom. He says, sorry, kid. It says in the law that you have to go to the judge now because you crossed the red light. But in there, since the policeman hears this and the man crossed the red light, veto in favor of gratitude is installed, so the judge says, okay, look, this doesn't make anyone grateful. This giving you a fine when no one got harmed. There wasn't a car anywhere for 100 meters, but the police car where the lights closed, whom we couldn't see. So of course this case is dismissed because it would make more great gratitude. And so on. Veto in favor of gratitude. But also, there's some more criteria to it. That veto in favor of gratitude also says veto and victory in favor of gratitude, that's the group. That veto is approved. And here's the 3 main criteria. 1, there can't be idiocy. Idiocy is anything but the smartest solution. So you continuously roll around everything that makes you grateful as a group. And you start with the generals and those people in the government. Say, what would make you grateful? Because feeling greatly affects our judgment. So making sure that you feel great enough to want to share your gratitude is predominantly important for you to be in the council in the first place. It's your gratitude. It's your legs. So you got to find out as an individual in communist North Korea and for North Korea what makes you grateful. This means that tomorrow's going to come and that everything else was yesterday. That's the second thing. No vengeance. We're never looking back. We always say how to create most gratitude with what is. Someone had an accident in his car, and when looking at it, he should be punished. But when you look at it, it wouldn't create gratitude for him to be punished. It wouldn't create gratitude for the survivors of the other family to see this rather innocent man go to prison for a principle when it in fact could be solved with veto in favor of gratitude. Then the last thing, there can't be bitches. Can't be weak people. There can't be people who defines for the majority of the nation what it should do if they're weak in their perspective. Then you have draft trees. You say, this is the law of the communist regime. This is added to the Rosa Concilia, this little law structure you have here. Veto in favor of gratitude, veto in favor of gratitude. No idiocy, no vengeance, no bitches. Veto approved. And then you have draft trees per sector in pyramids. Like this and like this. So pyramids all the way. Anyone can be part of the council, but they have to be visionary. They can't be bitches, they can't be idiots, and they can't be full of vengeance. So anyone who wants to join the council can join up. That it's your legs is most important, your gratitude. So the point is, in all of this, Eastern, can you, sorry, one moment, Eastern, can you take a calm, be really, really quiet for 5 more minutes? Thank you. So the point is that the meaning of life is gratitude, and we know this because that's everything we do. And we know that Rosa Concilia is essential for making a nation grateful. So this is how you do it. You have, for instance, 100 people, and you have 10 groups of 10 people. Each group of 10 people is a department, or you have a department, to which every department chooses a better provider. The better provider is the wisest man, the most well-spoken man, and the most insightful man. They go and form the inner circle. So in the inner circle of the council, you now have 11 groups with 100 people. Of now, prior 10 people in each group, you now have 9 groups of 9 people, or 10 groups of 9 people with 9 people in them, and a 10th group of 10 people, the best people from each group, to perform the ritual of the Rosa Concilia. So for instance, this case now, every department now from the government goes in there, and they say veto in favor of gratitude. Let's hear the first case. And the first case could be many, but in this case it's about the man crossing the red light. And every one of the conservative guys in there is going to say, yes, but he crossed the red light, he should be punished. But the point is, everyone knows it's going to create more gratitude to just let this man have had this lavatory break and no more hard feelings about it. Then you say, okay, sir, on your right, I think you're rather constipated. You feel sad, you're not really happy. So how do we make you grateful? And those of you who knows him says, well, this man will benefit greatly from having a bit more off time because he's sad. He needs time to reflect to find out how he is doing. Then some guy says, I heard about some guy from Denmark saying, what about Højskole, Grundtvig? That would be impressive for you to integrate. North Korea, if you can integrate Grundtvig in your schooling, You'll be the happiest nation in the world, that's my promise. You'll be the happiest. The happiest. I swear to God. There's so much more I want to give you. But the point is, veto in favor of gratitude is essential for the government of North Korea. I would like you to share this video with as many members of the government as you can. Okay? Thank you.